let's talk about a religious leader that I'm more excited to hear what he has to say than even the Pope. I'm much more excited. I think one of the premier kind of moral and spiritual leaders of the age, Bishop Desmond Tutu, who of course was his career and his life's work was forged in fighting against apartheid and bringing down that system. And what's been stunning about Tutu is not only did he help bring down apartheid, he has continued in that role even into his 80s. He's been a fierce critic of policies of the current government in South Africa, the African National Congress, which is the Liberation Party of South Africa, where they failed on things like poverty areas, where they could do more on AIDS, where there was some bad policy several years ago, and on an arms deal that was a big factor in corrupting elements of that party. He has been a brave and consistent voice on everything, not to mention a whole plethora of issues. If there's an issue to speak about in the world today, Desmond Tutu is on it in that charming and funny and just really great way he has about him. Now, and so over the weekend, he, at the launch of a United Nations gay rights program in Cape Town, which is in South Africa, he addressed this meeting. And Desmond Tutu has always been a formal supporter of gay rights, but he went a little bit further this time. In fact, he went this far. He said, quote, "I would not worship a God who is homophobic. That is how deeply I feel about this." And then he added, "I would refuse to go to a homophobic heaven. No, I would say sorry. I mean, I would rather go to the other place."
To which I'm sure there's some religious right people going, "Well, Desmond, I hope you enjoy hell."
Yeah, well, Desmond, I hope you got yourself comfy in your nice little Episcopalian African robes, because that's where you're going. Basically, he's just been a consistent and avid supporter of this. He went on to compare it and say that he felt as strongly and as passionately about it as he did with ending apartheid.
That is a statement.
So I think that this guy, on every area, I mean, Desmond Tutu is a voice on every area that you can imagine where people are marginalized and oppressed. And I think, to bring, another element of this, we've seen some absolutely horrific anti-gay legislation passing in Russia, and the Olympics still going forward in Russia over the next couple of years. We're seeing people call for boycotts. So obviously, and even of course in the United States, plenty of places, some activists being murdered in Cameroon. This is a very live issue, obviously, and there's a huge amount to be done. But I think when Desmond Tutu says something like this, it's inspiring, it's brave. We should all take real joy and appreciation from it and follow in his footsteps. It's awesome.
It's great. Like you said, it's not a surprising position from him, but I think this was definitely...
Could not be put more boldly.
The wording he used was very strong.
Yeah, stunning.